with head movement, the shit that Boots gonna be doing, all that head moving and sliding, tucking and moving on angles. Boots, that's what Boots gonna attack is late. And Boots got power. He got major power, man. And there's spots where I see Xander, he just gets himself in some bad spots, man. He drops his hands a lot. I see too much exposure on that left side. Way too much exposure on that left side. He gonna have to keep that left hand glued to his face because that overhand right of Boots is lethal. It's lethal, man. And Boots turned that uppercut up the middle too, especially from the southpaw stance when Xander's leaning forward, man. Another lethal shot. But man, I see a lot of holes.
Tim Bradley is now giving his take on Jaron Ennis versus Xander Zayas. And from the way he sees it, this is not a fight he expects to be especially close.
He gets himself in a good rhythm, and he catch you at the mean sequence. He can hurt.
For Bradley, this fight is all about levels. Xander Zayas is talented, confident, and eager for the biggest opportunity of his career. But Boots Ennis offers a different mix of speed, power, and ring experience. That is why Bradley sounds so convinced. He is not simply choosing a winner. He believes that once Ennis settles into his rhythm, Zayas could find himself facing a fighter who is already operating at an elite level.
And Xander's game, especially when you start to put that pressure on him. Yeah. He try to get out of dodge. He don't want none of that.
And the reason Bradley sounds so confident is that he is focusing on the styles rather than the names. Boots Ennis is not a fighter who gives opponents the same look every round. He can switch stances, change the pace, attack the body, counter from different angles, and apply pressure without forcing the action. That makes him a difficult challenge for a fighter like Xander Zayas, who prefers to stay composed, box behind a solid structure, and build his rhythm one step at a time.
He don't like the heat like that. He like his space. His system requires distance. Can he fight a little bit inside? A little bit inside. It's not his specialty. Nah, he want to be able to work the combinations as you throwing shots. He looking for shots to be able to counter in between with, or he looking to start the action, boom, weave underneath shots, counter, boom, boom, and then he on to the next. He around that corner, right? He turned the corner.
But against Ennis, finding that rhythm may be much harder than it sounds. Boots does not just fight with speed. He makes his opponents feel a step behind in every exchange. By the time they react to one punch, another is already coming from a different angle. That is why Bradley's warning carries so much weight. In his view, Zayas has plenty of talent, but talent alone may not be enough against a fighter who is bigger, sharper, faster, and already comfortable performing under the highest expectations.
He can hurt you. You get a little bit overly overzealous, and you start letting your hands go because Boots can be hit, and then all of a sudden, he's stepping back and he's shooting shots underneath. He catch you with shit you don't see. He can catch you with shit you don't see, man, and hurt you. So, look, man, if there's gonna be a stoppage, because I'm seeing a lot of people in the comment section talk about, Boots can stop him late, and I'm like, I don't know. But now, I see it. I do see it late. Yeah. There's an opportunity for Boots, and Boots, he a dog, man. I'm telling you, this fight gonna boil down to who got more dog in him, man, for real. Because Xander will stand and fight. He will stand and fight. It's his nature. And he got his corner that's gonna try to realize, hey, man, keep boxing. What you doing? Don't fight with this motherfucker.
For Boots, the pressure comes from a different place. He is expected to dominate, look exceptional, and prove that Zayas is not on his level. Sometimes those expectations can be tougher to handle than the opponent across the ring. If Ennis wins but struggles, critics will raise questions. If he wins convincingly, many will simply say he did what was expected. That is why this fight is about more than just defeating Zayas. For Boots, it is a chance to deliver such convincing performance that no one can doubt where he belongs among the sports elite.
And Boots, he ran out of ideas, and all Boots want to do is make it a street war. Like, you know what? It's gonna be a street fight, me and you. I'm gonna take your best. You ain't gonna be able to take mine, because I know my is hot and spicy for your. And he gonna just come and try to take your head off. And every shot he gonna be throwing is gonna be a death blow. So, hey, look. If there's gonna be a stoppage, it's gonna be late. It ain't gonna be early. It's gonna be late. Not unless it's like a flash knockdown or something. But nah, I see a late stoppage possibly for Boots, or the distance.
Still, that is exactly what makes this matchup so compelling. Zayas is not stepping into the ring empty-handed. He brings youth, discipline, and the kind of hunger that can make a fighter especially dangerous when people are counting him out. He knows many see this as a mismatch, and that kind of doubt can either overwhelm a fighter before the opening bell motivate him to deliver the performance of his career.
Also see, Xander winning on the scorecards if he can stay up, on his feet late and win some of those back end rounds, man. But I'm telling you, Boots gonna come on strong as hell in the end, man, because he gonna need to. I think he might get outboxed and outmaneuvered early on, but I think he gonna have to turn into a straight up dog and try to dog walk Xander, man. And hopefully he doesn't just get picked to pieces as he's coming forward. I highly doubt that, man, but...
And then Bradley seemed to make the challenge sound even tougher for Zayas, stressing that it is much bigger than many people realize. He was not questioning Zayas' talent, but he made it clear that this could be the wrong time to take such a dangerous step. In Bradley's view, facing Boots Ennis is not just another move up the ladder. It is the kind of fight where a single mistake can reveal the gap between being a promising young contender and truly belonging at the elite level.
According to Xander Zayas, in an interview, it's basically saying that, like, hey, the winner gets 55% of the purse. The loser gets 45% of the purse. So, like, some people say, oh, well, he's a champion, he's this, he's that. Yeah, I get all of that. He's a champion, and, Xander's the champion, he deserves the bigger pot or whatever. But he didn't get the bigger pot. He got 50-50. He didn't get the bigger pot. He could have got the bigger pot if he believed in himself. Like Boots. Boots believes in himself. That's why Boots is saying 55-45. Let's go. What's happening? 55-45. You wanted this. Let's go then. 55-45.
That is why Bradley's comments stand out. He acknowledged Xander's confidence, talent, and momentum, yet still suggested those qualities might not be enough once Boots begins applying real pressure. In Bradley's view, Zayas could quickly discover that Ennis is more than just a fast fighter. He is unpredictable, physically strong, and extremely difficult to control. So while Xander sees this as a perfect opportunity to announce himself, Bradley views it as a major gamble. A victory would shock the boxing world. But if Ennis takes over, the same fight meant to launch Zayas into stardom could temporarily slow the momentum his team has worked so hard to build.
Boots is on beast mode, savage mode, different body of energy. He about to show up and show the. Boots about to show up and show the hell out, people. I'm sorry, he is. Every level of the mental, he unlocked everything he needed to know yesterday at the press conference. I'm serious. From that alone, he dominated the press conference. From that alone, 55-45, dominated the press conference. Then he said, put a wager on it then. Dominated that, right? Then he calls him out on his weight. You know Xander Zayas with, man, his head, big ass catfish head, huge. Now, let's go here. He growing. He 23 years old. He growing. I get it. The boy is 6 foot, growing. The boy love to eat. You love to eat. My man lives, seriously, them sticky toys that you can empower. Man, somebody make a damn toy for Xander Zayas. Bam, stick his lips right on the damn...
Then Bradley pointed to Jaron Ennis' experience, and that is where his argument became even more convincing. He explained that Ennis has already competed on the bigger stage, handled world-level expectations, and faced opponents determined to disrupt his rhythm, rough him up, or slow him down. That matters because experience is about more than the number of fights on a record. It is about staying composed when the momentum shifts. Boots has dealt with different styles, different tempos, and different kinds of pressure. He knows how to adjust when an opponent moves, holds, counters, or comes forward looking to make a statement. So, When Bradley compares that to Zayas, he is essentially saying that while Xander has a talent, Boots has already navigated more layers of the sport. In a fight like this, that experience could make all the difference. Zayas may arrive fully prepared, but Ennis has the ring IQ to read the action, take control, and make a young challenger uncomfortable in a hurry.
Fast. Boots do have some, Boots does have some hope, but so does Xander, man. I mean, look, I think it's gonna boil down to who wants it most. To be honest with you, who wants it most? It's gonna be a dogfight, man. Xander don't mind. He don't mind going toe to toe if he needs to. I know he gonna probably try to box, but Boots is coming to get his ass, bro. He's coming to prove a point, and we should get a hell of a fight from that, bro.
Do you think experience might be the ultimate factor here? Because I know you said Boots just got to the division, but he's got more fights under his belt, and also Xander is younger.
Yeah, I think experience could be a factor here, but I mean, Boots ain't used to going 12 rounds. Boots ain't used to going 12 rounds either. I mean, usually he's knocking these dudes out before he goes 12 rounds, and then when you look at the competition that he's faced, it's been, you know what I mean? Ain't nothing been popping out like, crazy. Xander, you can say the same thing about Xander too. I think it's the perfect matchup right now for both these.
Then Lucio and McCoy added another perspective to the debate, making the matchup even more intriguing. He viewed Boots Ennis and Xander Zayas as two fighters entering the ring from completely different positions. Boots is a favorite everyone expects to dominate, while Zayas is a young challenger looking to prove the critics wrong. But McCoy also explained why the pressure exists on both sides. If Boots wins, many will say he simply did what was expected. If Zayas manages to make the fight competitive, however, the entire conversation changes. That is why this matchup is about more than talent. It is about who can rise to the occasion when the spotlight is brightest and the expectations are at their highest.
I have my hard-earned money in this bet. I can't do it, but it's gonna be a good fight. I don't know who wins this. I think I would have to, if I had to pick, I would give Boots the edge. All right, guy that's a little twitchier, a little more athletic, hits hard, switch hitter, and then Xander's really good, right? Talk about a guy that has improved from a young guy to where he is now. Right, he's not scared, can box with the best, he can move, he can punch, got good defense.
Then Max Kellerman and Gabe Rosotto approached the fight from a different perspective. For them, Jaron Ennis versus Xander Zayas is about more than records or who appears stronger on paper. It is about what happens when a talented young fighter enters a level of danger he may not have experienced before. Gabe gave Zayas plenty of credit, describing him as disciplined, composed, and technically sound. They are not overlooking Xander, but they believe this is a massive step up in competition. Zayas may be ready for a bigger challenge, yet Boots Ennis could be more than just another opponent. He might be the type of fighter who reveals a difference between being a rising prospect and becoming a true elite champion.
Said Xander got better. Xander was so precocious. He was such a young fighter when we first saw him, and you don't have your man bones yet as a boxer. Now he's into his 20s, maybe a different fighter. What do you think of the matchup?
No, absolutely. I think in his last performance in Puerto Rico, he showed that boxing ability. Nice jab, nice movement, good stamina, endurance. And he's a big dude, man. I went for a jog with him in Puerto Rico. I'm like, how big are you, dude? He walks like 190, man. He's a solid big guy. So he's bringing that weight and that size as well into that.
Mike Coppinger made the matchup feel even more significant. In his view, this is Xander's opportunity to change the entire narrative in a single night. If he can deal with Boots' speed, power, and relentless pressure, people will stop seeing him as just a promising young prospect and begin recognizing him as a legitimate force at the elite level.
And Max, I want to give a lot of credit to Xander Zayas. Xander Zayas, young guy, he wanted this fight, he called for the fight, and he made it happen quick after the Virgil Ortiz-Boots fight fell apart. So fair play to Xander. He has a lot of confidence in himself, even though he's going to be the underdog. And you're right, Boots hasn't proven anything yet. Not his fault, but he hasn't fought anyone. He looks special. Now we're going to find out, is he?
Then Bozy Ennis shared his perspective, viewing the matchup through the eyes of both a father and a trainer who knows exactly what Boots brings into the ring. Bozy is not overlooking Xander Zayas, but he also shows no concern about the challenge. In his view, Boots has been preparing for moments like this throughout his career. He has the speed, power, footwork, and versatility to change styles whenever the fight demands it. That is why Bozy's confidence stands out. He is not simply promoting his son. He genuinely believes Jaron is competing on a level that Zayas has yet to experience. That only increases the pressure on Xander, because Bozy's message is clear. Talent alone will not be enough against Boots. A fighter can be young, determined, and confident, But once Ennis starts reading his movements, making adjustments, and attacking from unexpected angles, the fight can shift in an instant.
I mean, Xander, I always liked the Xander anyway. You know what I mean? But now he ain't talking a lot of smack now. Now he wants to back that, he has to back that up now. You know what I mean? We mellow, we just lay back, keep on talking, you know what I mean? Keep on building the fight, you know what I mean? But it should be a good fight, as long as it lasts.
Yo, that's one of your favorite lines.
Yeah.
Then Roy Jones Jr. shared his thoughts on the fight, and when a legend like Roy speaks about risk, people pay attention. He is not viewing Boots Ennis versus Xander Zayas as a routine showcase. Instead, he understands how dangerous a matchup can become when a talented favorite is expected to win with ease, because that is when pressure takes on a different meaning. Boots enters with superior speed, power, and high expectations, while Xander brings a hunger of a young fighter who knows one unforgettable performance can transform his career. That is why Roy's perspective adds another layer to the matchup. He is not questioning Boots' ability. He is simply saying Ennis must stay focused from the opening bell. If he becomes careless, overlooks Zayas, or treats him like an ordinary opponent, Xander has the tools to make the fight far more difficult than many people expect.
Respected guy, and I think he's very mature for his age. Boots, on the other hand, is looking for that coming out party type fight. So he got to fight somebody at this point. And because he couldn't get A, he went to B. And I like that about Boots, because Boots saying, I want all the smoke. If this one won't take me, I'll go find the next one. And so, since he couldn't make the fight with Ortiz, he made the fight with Xander. This is what you want to see. This is a barn burner, I think.
Before you go, be sure to check out the other videos on your screen for more boxing news, fight breakdowns, and exclusive analysis. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.